Jane and Finch area.
Jane and
Still daylight. There's a
Lord, as we begin to worship you, we pray that you may pour out your spirit upon us and lead us each moment. In your family or in our church and society? And how do you know? Our community is known for violence, poverty, and many other problems and issues. So about 10 years ago, our church leaders met together. We prayed about our community and we formed a committee called Anti-Poverty Working Group and studied the need in our community. We learned that there is a vicious cycle of poverty. So as a church, we wanted to help break the cycle of poverty in the name of Christ. The primary concern was the need to support the children and youth and help them with their education. So in 2008, the Jane Finch Reaching Up, an after-school program, was created as a result of this vision, which was followed by a music program which gave the children an opportunity to discover their musical talents and learn to play on instruments of their choices. A month-long summer day camp was launched to provide Christian Bible programs in the same year. Now we have outgrown our current facilities and finding space has always been a challenge. So in 2014, we hired an architect to conduct a feasibility study for a new facility for the community outreach programs. They reviewed the existing facilities and our land, and they evaluated community needs to identify the building requirements. We also met with our city councilor, the provincial MP, and the federal MP to discuss about the building project for a mission center.
The teachers are nice and they really help a lot. And like the games they play here are really fun. One time we had a basketball coach to come help us do better sports. We verse other teams and when we win, we have a pizza party. And the way it benefits me is it helps me in my homework, my math, English, and other subjects I'm not good at. And it's really good.
Because this is going to be such a big project, a multi-million-dollar project, we will need a lot of support. Of course, first of all, we need the financial support to be able to do all this. And therefore, we'll reach out to as broad a community to help us with this. We are looking for support from maybe foundations and corporations that might be willing to help us, but more so even from churches and church groups, not just necessarily Presbyterian, but any kind of faith group that may be willing to support us in this. And I hope that a lot of people will hear about us, and a lot of people will say, yes, this is what's needed. And the initial response we get, even from people that are not church related, we get this is a wonderful thing to do. Yes, you should do it. It's a good thing that somebody is doing something. You know, you get all kinds of very positive reaction because everybody knows that there is a great need for it here. Talking to the politicians, to the MPs of this area, and they say the same thing. The need is very great in this area, and therefore I'm very excited that we are going to make this happen. You know, it's just wonderful.
A deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun.
It teaches me a lot of discipline to, have to practice all the time a lot to get the songs, and it's not easy, but I'm very happy that I started to take it because I have something else I can look forward to other than school, which is stressful. I have music to let out my stress, and it's a really good opportunity I have.
Wonderful. It's wonderful to see that many of the church groups and many of the churches are understanding that their mission isn't just simply the soul and the spirit of the individual, but also the individual's sustenance. They're meeting their needs on a daily basis.
We have to stress that on our people in our community, that a well-educated community is good for the person. It's good for our community, it's good for our province, it's good for our economy, it's good for our nation.
So I would be immensely supportive of seeing the church achieve its dreams, which is also the dreams and the vision for many of us, is to offer the kind of support services to people who want to get a hand up and who want to be able to so-called join a middle class, just to have a good solid life, an opportunity to ensure their children are raised well and that they have a good foundation.
We do math, social studies, science, we get help, and we get good marks.
They have computers that you could use for research. I like this, and I also like this program because they always help you doing everything so then you pass your homework every day.
It's a great experience for anybody that needs help with their homework. I really like this place.
We want to be more than a Sunday church. We want to be a good news sharing community where our neighbors can come and meet and hang out 7 days a week. Now we want to share the love of Christ with all of them. That is our prayer and our vision.